I'm back. Man, that sucked yesterday. I was like, all right, let me do this next boss, and we'll get right back to farming good stuff. And then internet just died. Just didn't come back for 2 hours, and then like it was just super slow for another 2 hours, and I was getting upset and impatient. But I ate pizza, so it's okay. Was I really that mad? I'm like, oh, might as well have more pizza while I wait. So, thanks to chat for hooking me up with that thing. What is up, everyone? This is... Oh, that was so off-key. Coffee with Soul, I'm your host. We're going to chat, we're going to talk, we're not going to look at the volume. We're going to hang, and we're going to maybe celebrate getting stuff. I still haven't gotten no mounts. I've gotten no mounts. I've got plenty of transmog for sure. So I'm gonna keep collecting on that stuff. But I still haven't even gone through like my whole list. All I did was try to finish the instance that I was doing yesterday. I was in Underrot, and I can't finish it. Like I tried going in this morning, and you know there's bosses. You know the bosses are killed and everything. The whole instance is just empty though. Like I tried to progress further and like nothing happens. I'm sad because like there goes that one try at least for this character, and I can just of course try it on someone else. No big deal. But I was sad. I was like, hey, I'm trying to get stuff here. But oh well, I got plenty of other characters to do this stuff with. Let me pull up my. I had to restart my computer like right before doing this because like things were like all do better. I guess that's the way I want to say it. Data for Azeroth. Come on, let's go. And then I view my characters, and then I look at this guy. We're getting there. So I'm looking for... I think everything's already sorted out. Yeah, I think this is it. So this is my list of stuff that I want to like kind of target, instances that I want to go to, and then there is this planner thing from Simple Army that'll show me a little bit more of where to go. There are places I haven't gone to yet. I did Stonecore yesterday. I did I didn't do ZG. Yeah, so I think I'll go to ZG after. I think I'm here, so I'm going to Freehold real quick for like something else, and then we're back to it. So let's say hi to people. What's up to Ghosty? You're the first person to say hi. What's up to Kenneth and Darth, to Peter and Fictions, to Chaldea and Arcadius, to Boomer, to Jerry. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up to Lundberg, and to Mr. Chungus, to Uncle Vinny, to Dusky, to Kenneth again, I think? Is that a repeat? I'm not sure. What is up to anyone else I miss? Super Sander. Hey, what's up? Hope everyone's doing well. Let me know what you guys... Did you guys get anything good? Because I didn't. I'm for me sad song, very doo-doo. Hoping that I get better luck this time. I think someone mentioned that I can do Stonecore a bunch. Yeah, some of these I can do a bunch of times. I think it shows me there on that. Not tripping about it so far. I just want to kind of like do the rounds, and then eventually like maybe what I'll do is once I do a big round of stuff on this guy, like I'll just start like unleashing the whole alt army, and I'll like target one of these mounts, and then I'll just send people, you know, just go in over and over and over again until heat death of the universe. Hey, actually you managed to find me live. Hey, hi, good to see you, man. Haven't gotten any mounts yet, but I've gotten some BOEs like Blind Strike or Blink Strike or whatever it's called. Ooh, nice, that's a good find. Let's see, Jared got Gmod and Sylvanas Bow, very nice. Chunk has got 2 mounts, like the Iron Hoof Destroyer and the Underrot Kraug. Got the ZG Panther, nice. Been tunneling invincible through all my alts. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Let's see, got the Abyss Worm, very nice. Kenneth got Jack, shit, very sad. Went to Kara, could only go in once. What's up with that? Well, that's still... Well, Kara is still considered a... if you're doing it on Mythic, that's still like the once a week sort of sort of thing. For me, I can only get about 10 mounts with boosted drop rate from this event. I did a lot in BFA Shadowlands already, nothing yet for now. Hey, 10 is good. You know, that means your path is like pretty narrow, and then you can like unleash all your alts doing that stuff. He did it regular. Does it drop? Does the mythic thing drop on that anyway? Or I know I had Karazhan somewhere here. Yeah, so regular Karazhan is a raid, right? And then Returns of Karazhan, that's a mythic only thing anyway. But then if you're looking for an appearance, you know, that's different. Yeah, so I got nothing. I got nothing. But anyway, since we're here, we're going to Freehold. Somewhere around here. Not there. It is there. Alright. And you were going for the horse. Okay, dude, honestly, around 10 times her Ravenlord mount, still a nothing. Yeah, I need to think of like what's a good start. I guess a good start would be the Ironhoof Destroyer, because that's like, hey, you just take the Pandaria portal thing, or not Pandaria portal, take the Jade Forest portal, head over to the head over to the raid, use the skip, smack them, don't get what I want, and then move on. So I think going for those would be like, you know, good starts for people who are mountain hunting. What's the other dungeon in BFA that drops a mount besides King Rest and Freehold? I didn't see it. Underrot. Underrot is another one. Last boss of Underrot drops one of them gross little creatures. Alright. Step aside. Oh, coffee. Oh, God. I think I'm gonna have to either like budget how I drink the coffee, because I've been prepping 4 shots each day. It's kind of a lot. I need to measure that versus just how much I'm spending on coffee. I want to try to get my expenses good. You know what I mean? Because I just ran out of beans. The Sumatra blend that I picked up, I didn't pick up a full pound, but it's already gone. So I'm like, let me kind of figure out what I'm doing. Whole reason I got the espresso machine was so I can save money, not buying coffee, and I am. But I don't want it to be like this marginal difference. I want it to like feel good, you know. Hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to mount up here. Brave Pip, hey, what's up? Any weekly lockout mounts is a great start. The daily or limited farm mounts you can do a bit later if you're full on weekly lockouts and you just want something else for a change. That's a good idea. I think there's a couple things I want to talk about during the weekly, you know, ways to, you know, little tips for folks, or just the things that people are sharing, like some of their ideas of how they're doing their farming. I'd say the weekly ones would be a good start, because at least you're not you're not kind of stuck in one place just farming the same thing over and over and over again. But at the same time, I guess people would argue, it'd be like, hey, you know, I want to really target like this one thing. And the fact that I don't have to use the alts to do it, I could just use one character, you know, that's a plus too. So, you know, if anything, maybe I'll just like introduce these ideas and be like, hey, you know, do your thing, but here's what some people are saying, and so on and so forth. Do I like any flavored coffees? Not when I'm not when I'm just brewing stuff. So like, there's like some coffees that you there's some roasts that have like in kind of notes and infused flavors in those, and like those I don't notice, so it's like, oh well, whatever. But as for like mixed coffees, like, do I like espresso drinks and stuff? I do, but for the most part I like them pretty basic. Like for me, like if it's not straight coffee or straight shots, it's like a cappuccino. That's about it. Avalor, hey, what's up? Love you too, friend. Yeah. Thank you for dropping by. It's quite sad the Mechagon mount is locked out right now due to you being forced into workshop, and you cannot go into the first part. Oh, Mechagon. Okay, that sucks. Best thing I did, though, isn't a quick thing, and I already done it, because I like farming already, was making a speed farming set for my druid. I can run around at almost epic ground mount speed in cat form. Now, that's a good one. Like, some of the few tips that I've been given, especially during the Monday reminder video, was, you know, for tougher encounters, use, or, you know, for more recent expansions, excuse me, use your strongest character. But for the largest instances and stuff, like if you need to run Blackrock Depth or something, use your fastest character. You know, just shift your focus to that, so that way, you know, you're not moving characters around all crazy like. And okay, I got to do this too, I guess. Stupid pig. Can I just kill it? Can I just hit the pig and, you know, dead? Stop it. There we go. All right. Tiles Rush is a good idea because next season it's going to be locked to Mythic Plus only. Another good idea. Yeah. Too bad there's no skip for that one. Because you got to go through like all the motions of the mega dungeon. But you got to do what you got to do. And, you know, that's your way of getting that mount. Any luck with mounts? For me, nope. Not a thing, dude. Not a thing. I've just been getting lots of transmog. That's about it. Oh, you can also skip. Oh, I can? Oh, well, okay. That's a good tip. See? Now that I think about it, I remember like Demon Hunters doing skips and things like that. Yeah. You know, and they would do like those complete runs in like just a few seconds, right? This event gave me a lot of respect for raid mog and mountain farmers. I got burned out after an hour. It's the grind, you know. That's all. But boy, it feels like it's paying off. Lots of people are getting cool shit. I have an alt that cleared all but the last boss. So you're just like saving instances and all that. No, that's a good way to do it. All right. Anything good? I got nope, none in there. Nothing but 42 gold. Woo! Actually, the gold. Since I'm in BFA, like the gold rewards, like that's not bad. People to rush, just go make some coffee, chill out, go do some older content. I mean, people want to try and do their, you know, they want to take advantage of this event as best as they can. This is like their best chance at like getting stuff. Okay, so I'm done here. I think I said I wanted to go to ZG next. Yeah, ZG. Okay, let's go. This grind felt so much faster back in the day for some reason. I think it's because back in the day there was less game. You know, there was less game to play. You know, that's part of the allure of Classic, is that, you know, people are just focused on you know, these focused small parts of the game that these days are just like, okay, that's, you know, been there, done that. But when Classic's all there is, you definitely slow down. It's a month long though. I have a full roster of Mac character. Yeah. No time to chill, drink coffee, and go. Oh, you know, I haven't checked my mailbox in a while, Goose. Did you send anything? I'm not sure, because I haven't seen any alerts on my thing that says I got anything. If you haven't, don't sweat. I just want to double check that nothing got like lost or anything. Stupid question: with the greedy emissary event, does the Turiel Charger return or a Nereus Charger all you get? Just the Nereus Charger. It's not a stupid question. Stupid question would be, do the devs even play their own game? You know, that's, you know, there's a qualification of Stupid question, but no, you're fine, dude. It's all about the coffee, you damn right. Is this confirmed to be only Inarius Goose? Goose? Wildhead says both drop? I have yet to see it. Well, so people are saying they're both dropping? I stand corrected. See? Not a stupid question at all. Just stupid assumptions from the content creator. Wow, man. Alright, ZG, right? It's ZG. It's delayed. It's all good. Just let me know so that way I know to keep an eye out. That's all. I think that there was a letter that I saw, but I haven't picked it up yet. I did not see invisible. Ha, ha, ha. Clever. Oh, I know, and someone wanted me to do a roulette. Let's not forget. Alright. What do we got? What are we doing? We are... Oh, yeah. Perfect. Perfect for ZG, man. See, my hopes... You know, I better bump this on the Monday video, too. I hope I remember this. With people collecting so much transmog, I'm gonna remind folks, yo, one, let's you know, let's tell Blizzard, hey, y'all got to do something about the cost of transmog and all that stuff. But two, transmog roulette, the greatest and worst add-on ever for transmog management. Oh, I got to follow the crowd of people. Yeah. Okay, so this one I do heroic only. All right, heroic only. Two bosses drop these. It's Kilnara and Mandogir. You got ashes and experimental. Nice! Hey, grats, dude. Big grats. I think I might end up doing Nighthold anyway. Like, I just want the toilet seat. You know? I think that's going to be my... that'll be the thing I want to focus on. Yeah, okay, so what am I doing? I'm doing Mandogir and Kilnara. And did you guys kill Nara? No. You. Okay, so just going north, then I'm going south, and then we're good. Gotta go for the toilet seat? Yeah. Lamau Bliss will tell you to race walk to Void Elf. They get 50% off transmog. No, I will not switch to the inferior elves. Sorry, Alliance players. Yeah. Actually, no, they're not inferior elves. They have some cool hairstyles, I gotta admit. Everything else, though, sucks. There's no Void Elf Kingdom, right? Okay, so... I don't come here often. I know, like, I go down here. I don't think I can drop down either. I gotta, like, yeah, go all the way down. And then there's, like, a dude and a thing in a room. Somewhere. Shit. I thought I was close. Oh, is it? Oh, here. Okay. Anything with Void is awesome. Illyria's tight. But, Alright, anything there? No. Alright. This is heroic, right? It's heroic, okay. Heroic only. Okay, so we'll try one more. Been playing for 24 hours straight? No mounts. I did see someone get one in my party. 24 hours straight. Damn, dude. Get some sleep. In the grand scheme of things, WoW lore, Void Elves are Blood Elves that meddled with the Void for 2 seconds. I don't know, man. I look at, I look at Blood Elves, High Elves, Void Elves, whatever. I just look at that as like a, not exactly a political affiliation, but just like I see that as yeah, like a statement rather than like a racial thing. That's all. Yeah. So who knows? I remember when Metzen talked about Blood Elves, he was like, "Yeah, they're gonna, all the elven tribes, they're all gonna come together." I'm like, I don't think they're going to count Night Elves as like just a tribe, right? But they're going to mostly focus on like the tribes of Quel'Thalas, including maybe Void Elves, and then bring them all back. And then when they're all done, and then when it's all said and done, my hope or expectation is that they just take elves away from the Alliance and it's all just Horde, and that's it. Boom! We'll take them back. That's the expectation. So there you go. Now collecting the bijous. I remember there's like stuff to it, but oh, and then there are like recipes and stuff, right? I'm gonna consider that a different thing. I'm not gonna sweat over that. I'm gonna focus primarily on like mounts and these kinds of transmog drops, because it's not like the drop rate of those things, they're not gonna go up. It's a tomorrow problem. Hey, I got a thing. Is that worth money? Oh, this might be worth money. Oh, well, not really. Yeah, you can try to put it up for sale, but will it actually sell? I don't know. All right, so nothing from that one. All right, where to next? We're going to... I did Siege. I'm going to... Draenor. Off we go. We get super elves. Super elves, yeah. If anything, just give me the customizations. Spread the customizations like all over the place, and I'm good. King's Rest was a royal bust, lame. They do sell, but they're not fast. Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to have like dedicated characters that are just for selling like the slow stuff, transmog things and all that. And then you just pop on every now and then, post and hope. Boo. The teleportability gets my ass out of trouble sometimes. The changed version is so much better. Oh, which teleportability are you talking about? Let's see. Brave Pip got Swift Zillion Panther, Rivendare's Charger, and Drake of the Northwind so far. Do I have that? Do I have Rivendare's thing? I do have it. Oh. I don't know if I got it on stream or anything, but it was I guess it was a very unexciting drop for me. I have no memory of this at all. Lame. What mounts am I farming for Zul'Gurub? It was the Swift Zillion Panther and the Armored Rizashi Raptor. That's what I'd be going for. And I'm going this way, buddy. There we go. Skyreach, right? Oh, wait, no. That is... Fly to Spire. Wait, that's not the thing. No, that's a rare mount. No, I already have the dungeon shit. Okay, so I'm not doing that. Never mind. I did Antorus. I did Boda. I did Freehold. Did King's Rest. Failed at Underrot. Did N'Zoth. Necrotic Wake. Okay, so never mind. I'm going to Shadowlands. Shadowlands. And we're going for Nalthor, the Rhyme Binder. What kind of parent's name that sort of stuff, dude. Bastion. What are we farming? Mounts, baby. So, ooh, I'm currently going to Necrotic Wake. You got Rimmer doing the latest Classic Time walking? Nice. Very nice. So, this way. You can check when you got Rivendell in the feat of strength if you'd like to know. It's one of those mounts who had... Oh, okay. Well, I'm curious. This is just called Rivendell? I got it. 2020. So December 10th, 2023. All right. Cool. Do I want a Tazavesh lockout? No, I have the mount. I think. Yeah, I have the mount. So I'm good, man. Could have been from Turbulent Time. Oh, could it have been? Maybe. Yeah, because I don't remember at all. Alright, so it doesn't look like I can skip bosses here. Yeah, so like I'm not a farmer person, but I definitely have gotten lucky. I have gotten lucky. Like I got invincible when I was, when I was just looking for transmog. I got Mimiron's head before I got the chest that drops off of Yogg. So yeah, for me it's just happy coincidences that have helped me get this stuff. Is it the last boss I got to do for this? It's not that dude. Not that dude. I guess it was the last guy. I'm doing too much farming. OMG, Fate Scribe's thing solves itself now. Oh, I never noticed that. I just kind of let it sit, and then just let it explode. So I didn't realize it solved itself. I know for Kel'Thuz's Odd, there's a Arthas tanks for you, which is awesome. Oh, this will hopefully be a nice bit of gold. Just, loots. 2 extras of Rivendell. No one wanted them. Wow. And it's been like only a day. And this guy's invincible. Okay. Sure. Nope, not anymore. Ha 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 ha. Brood Project from the Dungeon in Wrath 2. Did I get that? I thought I didn't get that. But it's not telling me to go there and get it. So I must have it. So Blue Proto. Yeah, I got it. This I don't remember either. I just got it all of a sudden. Adding Arthas to help tank the topside while you go help soul is the best way to fix a boss able to be solved. It was cute. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, what is he fighting? And then I was looking, I was like, wait a minute. For real? At first, I thought, when I first saw it, I don't know if it was the PTR or whatnot, I thought I was just like a placeholder. I was like, okay, I wonder what they're really going to do later. And that turns out that was the change, which was adorable. You need to do Necrotic on... Oh, is this not Mythic? Is this the Trading Post Disappointment Show? Hey, Slug. Not happy about the Trading Post this time? Oh, it's heroic, you doofus. Well, since I'm here, might as well finish, I guess. You Butthead Soul. You got 12K? I'm at 4K right now. A little around 4, I think. I'm not saving as much as you are. Like, I still want to get, like, the cheap stuff, you know, like the recolors of all the different cheap things as they come in. But I think I've mostly been avoiding everything else. Don't you usually work right now too, Slick? That's why I typically don't see you on stream. Trading Post is dope this month. A lot of folks are liking it. For me, it's mostly a skip month because the things that I would want, we're getting for free in you know, in the monthly reward anyway. So I'm like, oh, I'm good, you know. So I'm just gonna get like the super cheap stuff. So it's the color that I prefer. The purple is cool, but I'm happy. I think I'm happy with the green. You got Gmod last night? Grats. Nice. Someone did the math that the max number of runs it should take for any one thing is 54, and if you go over that, it would be a statistical anomaly. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of folks that are going to come together who are all fellow statistical anomalies, and that will kind of create this sort of singularity of shit luck. What do you think about them doing 3 rewards this month compared to the usual one? I think it's an event. And I think we shouldn't turn it into an expectation. But gamers will absolutely turn it into an expectation. And I fucked up, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Yeah, so now I can't do anything. Right? That's my bad. There we go. Okay. Still gonna buy the purple and Tom, but otherwise it's gonna be a save month. That's a big spend though. That's like, what was it, 800, I think? Yeah. What's my all the things percentage? I track very specific things, so I don't track everything. For my mental health, I don't track everything. So you can say I'm a heathen. I don't actually track all the things. So I'm at 93.6, but I'm only tracking, I think, plate appearances right now. Yeah, I'm just tracking plate. That's it. Oh, and shields, of course. But then I know how many those are. After almost 10 years of grinding, you got Invincible last night. Nice! Grats, dude. So how does it feel? Knowing that your life's purpose has been fulfilled. It's like how when they announced player housing, one of the first questions people asked me was like, what now, dude? Then, you know, now that your hunt is over, what you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know, man. My life is forfeit at the moment. I think I just want to focus on raid drops. I think the most important thing is, like, once you have a goal, just stick to it and just keep going until you're done. Otherwise, if you keep like kind of jumping around and chasing what you think are the best odds, I think mentally that's just gonna kind of wear you out. Mythic. All right. Was there a mount that you really wanted but eventually got that isn't invincible? No. There are no mounts that I really want, Senor. It's not like a huge thing for me. Transmog though, yeah, absolutely. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Not everyone sees it that way though, buddy. Some folks are like, I only have a month to do this. This is it. And then after this, I'm going to have to wait for the next one. And, you know, I got to wait for Blizzard to keep dripping content because time gating. You got an ad when you started talking. Oh, there's a solve for that, buddy. No, seriously. I only track plate stuff. So I'm at 93%. But like I said, I only track plate stuff. It's one of the tips that I constantly give is to encourage things that encourage anything that will save your mental health. You know, don't overwhelm yourself with lofty goals and time limits and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, hey, we're just playing video games. We're just trying to have a good time. You know, avoid things that wear you out and burn you out, or you know, you don't have fun with. But I must get all the things. Fair, dude. Fair. But I'll preach it anyway. I'll preach it anyway. It's a month-long sprint. Yeah, see? That's how some people take a look at it. Nothing gets you over your last conquest like the next one. Goal setting's always good. Always good. Keeps you focused. I experienced the new rotation assist and it helped me doing better on DPS and learning the spec. Oh, nice. I'm sure there's still like plenty of bait videos and bait commentary, you know, talking about now this is, you know, it's the end of the game because this one button does better than you know. If anything, you can let it teach you something and then you can do better. So. Although even with higher percentage of Illidan Warglaives, it still fails me. I don't think it dropped for anyone in the raid last night. Sadness. I don't think it did. Yeah, I think once I go through this first round of mounts and stuff, I'm gonna go for the toilet. We're going for the toilet thing. And I don't every time I come up here, like my camera angle gets all jacked up. Like here's me running forward. I know it has something to do with like getting onto the mount, but I can deal. I think one button rotation is better than like 75-80% of all outlaw rogues, but honestly, I think that's a problem with the spec and not the players. Yeah, I think there's probably like some targeted feedback that speaks to like how people are dependent on add-ons and how some specs are in fact complicated, but there are a lot of folks that are being heavy-handed about it and talking about how overall, like, oh, WoW has too many buttons and stuff like that. And, you know, what sounds to me like a lot of bloviated talk. People being like, oh, we need 30 buttons and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you don't. Shut up. Tell me all the 30, you know, tell me all these buttons that you're using. And, like, they'll talk about buttons they'll press once in a fight. And I'm like, well, you don't need to play it like that, dude. I'm crazy. Too many procs, too many different procs that have to be tracked every single GCD. Any mount so far? Nope. Not a one. Not a one. Why do they still have a lock for old content? Why not just let peeps farm old content as much as they want? My opinion, it's just my opinion. It's like what I was saying earlier, mental health. Because then people will just be locked in to like the one instance over and over again until they're dead. And when I mean dead, I mean they die because they grow old and pass away. You know, a little bit of that forced moderation. The devs telling you how to play the game, you know, you can frame it like that, but I think there's a certain realm of reasonability where it's like, you know, I think they're just trying to not make you feel too locked in. In 14 they have it, and I'm like, well, why didn't you just put... I'm just kidding, but no, it's cool. It's not a number of buttons issue, it's a procs issue, ML. I just got Gul'dan's Mythic Mount after 12 attempts today. Nice, congrats on the toilet. Did I get anything here? Nope, not this time. It was this guy, right? go to... Shit, where is it? Something Necrotic Lake. Nalthor the Rhinebinder. Any Marrowfang? No. Okay. Alright, so I'm going for... Ooh, going to Sepulchre now? Oh, well, I have it unlocked, so... This skip I do have. Go me. And I think that's the last one. Everything else is like Dragonflight. Alright, Sepulchre it is. Let's go! Anyone know the fish level needed for Lurker below? I don't think you need a level. I think you can just do it. If I recall, they just changed that to make it easy. You can do whatever you want with all the content in that game. I mean, they have... I mean, 14 has different problems. You know, they just don't have that problem. Know what I mean? I think it's because I play a lot of WoW that, at least Google, they try to forward me a lot of news articles trashing on Final Fantasy XIV. Do I need to see all this? But I think it's mostly like clickbaity headlines that try to suck me in. I'm like, I'm not falling for that. Not every time, at least. Alright, so change to Mythic? It's got to be Mythic, right? Mythic only, it says. Alright. Our raids reset daily for this event. Not to my knowledge, no. But we sure have a lot of alts. Or at least we can have a lot of alts these days. Just to confirm, Scythe Maker won't drop on specs that can't equip it. No, it should be. You're in Legacy Loot mode, so it should be able to drop. I haven't seen it drop, but it should. Yeah, those will be the two things that I think I want to run. But how easy is it for a fresh character to go to Antorus? Is there like a... There's no process or anything, is there? Because I don't think I've tried it on like my weird alts. Sentences hour is per account and per realm too? Oh, did they change that? Because people have been preaching like, yeah, just switch to a character on a different realm, then you can do all your lockouts again and stuff. You have to do the quest line. Oh, hell no. Ugh. Woof. And Taurus Unlock was account-wide? Alright, we're seeing conflicting stuff. Sun-drenched scale chest guard. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see for myself, just in case. But I think I'm gonna go for the toilet. I just took fresh alts there to farm rares. Cool. I'm on the boat of I don't care about which one is better for WoW 14. Both have their flaws, but are still fun. Yeah, I'm definitely like I'm a dedicated tourist of that game. Like you know, I'll do the MSQ and then I'll bounce. I should have bought it when it was on sale a while back. I don't know if it's on sale right now, but I used a raid lockout share to get the Antorus skips on alts a while ago. Nice. Haven't gotten the Anarius mount yet, and have I seen the Tyrael's Charger drop? Reportedly, Tyrael's Charger can drop. I haven't seen either, though. And you've done a bunch. You haven't gotten one mount yet. Bummer. Oh, you know, someone was telling me that the skip doesn't work for what's it called? Sepulchre. I think I remember seeing someone say that yesterday, though. And it's been a long time since yesterday, so. Yeah, the show planner thing is pretty sweet, huh? If you've never unlocked it, you have to do the quest line. Tried to take my brother-in-law to Antorus yesterday. He started WoW and Dragonlight. He couldn't get in there. Yeah. So I guess if it's... I guess I'm mostly talking about like alts. Like, can alts easily get in? I mean, if someone's never been to it before, then yeah, that I get. My Lith RPs trigger my Dragon Soul piece. Goblin chests are account bound. I have multiple accounts and then get guaranteed currency beyond the first. Yeah. Someone was pointing that out in guild earlier this morning. I'm like, I told you, it's on the tooltip and everything. But I was saying, I was trying to tell him, hey, that's what happens when people want account wide stuff. I kept warning people, you know what Blizzard's gonna do? You might get account wide stuff, but you're gonna get there's gonna be a thing called account wide credit, where no matter how many characters you have, you're only gonna get like that one chance or whatever, and you know that's what's kind of sort of happening in this case. And wait, oh, I think I wait here, right? And then I talk to someone, and then I face Anduin. There we go. Yay. And what's up, Shadow Fiend? Thank you, dude. Do I get the same amount of vendor currency each time I kill a goblin, or is it more per alt? After the 10 chests, it's RNG, but whenever you do get the currency, it's always 6, at least from what I've seen. I've gotten 4 mastering events. You got the dragon from Stonecore, the black mammoth from Vault of Archimon. Oh yeah, that one. Azure Drake from Eye of Eternity, and the OG Midnight from Kara. Oh, that's not a bad one to try out too. How's the farming going? Lots of transmog, 0 mounts. I am 0 for whatever with mounts. Oh, you know, I should put that up on a chat thing, just so everyone can see how I suffer. Mounts earned so far, 0. Sad song. There, that's good. They made the locked 10 chests weekly now? Now? I thought that's how it's been, Chungus. I was getting 5 shards earlier today? Oh, okay. I've been seeing 6, so. Soul Mountless, yeah. Yeah, you guys and your facts. Okay, so here's something I never learned. What happens if I get hit by the big black, you know, go downstairs thing? I want to see what happens. Never been hit by it before. When I'm solo. Donna, hey, what's up, dude? Doing good. No mounts, but otherwise doing good. How do you met you monster? Oh, just nothing happens? Oh, that turned out to be extremely unexciting. That's dull. Wasn't it 10 chests daily? No, it was never specified. And I think other people who were doing coverage, they were also saying that it's weekly. Also, watching this is giving me PTSD. Oh, come on. I kind of like this fight. It was a cool fight. There's a lot going on. I mean, well, what sucked was, oh my god, kick the thing, and then everyone gets feared and we're all dead. That part sucked. Bombs can still eat you off. It's kind of hard, though. Like his knockback is... You have to be pretty close to an edge in order to get, like, hit by that. Not this fight in particular, but the raid, lol. Well, yeah. I did like the raid overall, though. Looking back. There are very few raids that I look back on. I'm like, this one didn't land for me. One of the few that I was like, nah, was Emerald Nightmare. To me, that was like, meh. Yeah, I would say that's like the most meh kind of raid in yeah, ever. almost. Sylvanas fight was not my favorite. Sylvanas Phase 1 and 2, not my favorite. Sylvanas Phase 3 was dope. That was a cool fight. I really liked everything I had to do that. Okay, when's the thing happening? This is like taking a really... Okay, there we go. I should have just won balls out. Or balls to the wall, whatever. And then push the phase. Because it's like, okay, now I'll definitely push. I've been holding back. You got Ash's addon. Oh yeah, I think I need to do Onyxia too. Let me double check. I think there was an Onyxia thing. No, maybe not. Nope. Okay, I don't have to do Onyxia. I think I do need to go there for like some transmog, but that's about it. All right, see, I'm going this way. I just looked at my level 51 Earthen Alt, who had never been to Legion content, went to the Vindicar, and then teleported to Trantor, so it looks like it's account-wide. Nice. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, so I think after this raid, I'm like, can I go straight? I can't go straight to Jailer, right? I have to, yeah, I have to do these other bosses, which is poop. Oh. Is there a good add-on that can track all the transmogs I'm missing from raids? Yeah, it's called All the Things. All the Things. Very intense. Here's the crash course. Okay, I won't give you a crash course. I should give you like a very, you know, I should do better than that. So this is the thing. This is all the things right here. By default, I don't know what it does by default, but it'll basically show you things that you're missing for like anything. Whether it's transmogs or pets or quests that you've done, recipes, and so on and so forth. But never mind all that. We're just going to focus on transmog. So when you have this window open, you right click here. You can see all the things, and you want to configure this thing so you can track the things that you care about the most. So in my case, I'm tracking main only, appearances. I don't really care about the account sites. Yeah, appearances, main only. No level restrictions, all seasonal events. I'll leave the skywriting one. That's like whatever. And then under filters, just changes to whatever you want. Unfortunately, it doesn't sort by. I can't filter by slot. Unfortunately, I would have. This would be amazing if I could. And I just filter by plate and shields, and then this is what I get. And then from here, I can just go to the place I want to go. Or find places I want to go. So like, okay, I'll go to Classic, go to Temple, and then defeat Cthulhu so I can get these gauntlets because they drop. Or I'll go to Legion and I'll go to Tomb of Sargeras, Mythic, or Raid Finder or whatever, and then take out these bosses so I can get like these things here. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot. And it can be this can easily be like super overwhelming. And back we go. Don't download, you'll be trapped. An add-on that gives me a huge alert when I finally loot new mounts. I mean, that's what all the things does too. It's easy to experience. My experience even on classes like Death Knight who have sucky movement, but you'll still have to jump up to the spaceship or you'll get killed. Oh, I have. So there's a guide that I put out a while back. Here, I'll link it for people who want to do the ENR boss. It shows you exactly what to do, like down to like who to kill. or how many things to kill, because it makes the fight like way easier if you do it this way. Boom, 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 boom. Where is it? Come on, internet speed. Okay. Let's see who was asking. Well, I'll just put it in both chats. There's that one, and then yeah, so like that'll help. All right, back to work. Want to get the mop promo map? Got to start a panda. Finish the starting story for the pandas and mop. That's right. All of the things is it's a very intense add-on. Like if you don't have a whole lot of RAM on your computer, like it's gonna tank your shit hard. It's easily like one of gotta do this. It's easily one of the most memory intensive add-ons that you could have. So be careful. All right. Blah, blah. It's a hard flex for me finishing Raid Finder and normal tier set. That's not easy. That actually isn't easy to do. You could easily you could easily miss it. Like there's a lot of Raid Finder stuff that I don't have yet either. But that's me like not using the catalyst in a good, smart way. 99 set is basically torture. It's tough, but at the same time, like with the catalyst, you just need to hold on to a bunch of veteran pieces, and that much is quite easy to do. And then you can cheese it by using like multiple characters of the same class if you happen to do that. Double up on the charges that you get from the catalyst and do that. But I'm a lazy ass too, so I must have all Black Temple transmog around 2 warriors, 2 demon hunters, and a rogue. Nice. When I was in there yesterday, if I jumped onto the spaceship after the second live cast and cleared it out, I was able to get back down before too many mobs got to ENR. Easy peasy. Final Doom doesn't do damage to her anymore, but Doom Spear kills you. Oh wait, Final Doom doesn't kill her anymore? Really? Wow, that makes it very easy then. Yeah, because what I would do is before you go into the ship the first time, you kill certain mobs, and then when you do, ENR will nuke all the mobs, but then she'll also nuke all the mobs in such a way that she'll fill up the bar again. And then she'll fill up the bar, she'll fill up on her own, and she'll initiate a second nuke. So you still need to escape the ship and everything, but there's like no danger of her getting mobbed by the ads that are coming out. Super easy, very consistent. Wow, that's a lot of shoulders, buddy. You got Spoilers of Vile Determination. That's a rare one? Oh, they changed back in February. I was surprised that Doomspear was killing me, to be honest, but what I was reading, you should be able to stay near her and guard her. Yeah, the double detonation turned out to work really well. What's up, Dreyfus? I noticed something before this new event started. Enchanted Elementum ingots have been selling for 1,000 apiece now. I quickly jumped on this and I made up to say, damn, nice. Elementium ingots. What's that from? Isn't that Shadowlands? Oh, classic. Okay, for Thunderfury. Oh, got it. Smart. I remember that was a good stint when the base models of legendary pieces, when those could be used to unlock transmog. Oh man, because before that I was buying up a bunch of those cheap level 1 I bought a bunch of those cheap level 1 legendary base pieces that people were just using to like level up and get rid of, and then I just held on to them. When they made the change, oh, I made a couple million off of that. It was fucking good. It felt criminal, man. Meanwhile, 8 out of 9 hero and mythic. Yeah, like my shit's bad. Here, let me show you how awful it is. So for this one, where are we at? So yeah, 0 0 for Raid Finder, 6, 7, and 6. It's bad. I think it's mostly because I just don't like the set. I'm very unmotivated to pick it out. All right, go away. But I'll get to it. I'll get to it. There's plenty of time. Not really. Demonic, yeah, what's up? Oh yeah, I should at least go do one trip to Molten Core on this guy for the Eye of Sulphurus. Okay, so I'll go there, then I'm gonna farm for the toilet. But it's red? Not the Paladin one. Paladin one's kind of lame. I'm Paladin main too. I don't like the hero and mythic color either. There's like no contrast to the sets. Prefer the Raid Finder and normal colorations. Like the incoming set that's coming for space. For the space patch. That one I'm looking forward to. I really want to get the mythic one. The mythic one looks sick. And to me, the vibe of that one, it almost screams Blood Elf. So it'll be like Blood Elf Heritage Armor round 2. Because the colors work. That's like the cool part. Capitalism should be criminal, but it's a game. It's a little random, but don't like the red anymore. The red Dracula is actually pink. Some of the Paladin Shard set recolor. What did they do this pink red hue? I think Warriors have the best armor sets next patch. I usually root for Warriors, but not this time. I'm just like, they're okay. Just okay. I actually think Paladins won this time. Oh, you know, between the two of them. And everyone else is wrong. Oh, sorry. 11-2 Demon Hunter's Fire. Oh, that looks good. Enforcing mythic rating. No, I'm gonna. That's me basically enforcing tier 8 delves, buddy. We're a Delve guild now. What's up, Steely? How many months so far? Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. Big donut. All right. Coming here is kind of a pain. This is not a short stint. I think Paladin looks like a recolored version of Lowland gear from some old expansion. You're crazy. Who are you? I don't know what you've been seeing on the PTR. What he said is those three looking thing have gravity and bounce like be a Lubu headpiece. He's got a nice charger. Nice, congrats. All right, Yaler. Let's go. Get anything good yet out of all my farms? I have the Underrot Mount Whoop-de-doo. Hey, that's all right, dude. Done quite a few runs on the Crowd and the Shackled Urzel. Okay, I totally forgot what I said I was going to do again. Woo. Oh, too soon? No. Good. Yay, I remembered. I feel particularly proud of that. Let's hurry up with this phase. I'm going kind of slow here. Second mount today, the buff is real. Nice. You didn't burn them before the phase? Yeah, must be nice. Yeah. Maybe I should actually use not healing trinkets and... I don't know, that... Alright, at least I got through all the stuff. So we're fine now. Looks like Hiroki's ICC and Invincible, but been dry since then. Oh, you spent all your luck. Right, Palliable one button. Oh, right on, dude. 9 alts and no Invincible. How much farming have I been doing so far? Not very much, actually. Not too much. Should be doing more, but oh well. 8 alts and no Invincible. Rough, dude. Like, most of the things that I really want from, like, transmog drops and stuff, like, I do have, because I'm, you know, I do it. I don't go hardcore with my transmog farming, but I'm pretty regular about it. You know, slow and steady wins the race, that sort of thing. Let's go to Old Var from Imran's head. Good luck. Good luck. It's a fast romp, though. You know, you're not doing a whole lot of waiting for stuff. Alright, so we get what's that? Nope, fist weapon. Nope. Nothing. No mount. Sad. Okay. I said I wanted to do Antorus, and I think there was one other thing I wanted to do. Shit. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to Antorus. So. Wait, I think I did do Antorus. Yeah, I did do it. Because, I did the dogs, and then I skipped, and then I went straight to him. So I think well, whatever I said I was going to do, screw it. Yeah. Because I think I'm out of stuff on this character. Alright. Next. You have 3 tunes over 660 item level. Damn. Nice. Okay, the Palantir set only new piece of gear is the shoulders, which I do like. The shoulders of the rest I've seen from Recolor from Legion. That's basically the rest of that set. Alright, I'm gonna hop onto the PTR to prove a point. To prove that my taste, that Blood Elf taste is superior. Meanwhile, I said toilet, so I'm just gonna go down the list. Did Ulduar, no Mim's head. Time to try the next character. Good luck. Good luck. Hey, 660, man. That's cool. Someone in Taliesin stream said that math-wise, but you need to remember how percentages work. Okay, with this buff, others has something like 5.7 chance to drop invincible. I say don't overthink the math, dude. Just go. You can math that out all you want, but you still gotta go get it. So just get out there, yeah. No, I take offense to it. Sorry, buddy. Calling it leveling gear? No way, man. So I'm soaking up much transmog. It's not even that bad. Missed enough. All right, so Kotank's telling me that one, the warrior tier from the next season looks better than the paladin tier, and two, the paladin tier looks like leveling gear. I'll let you guys decide. And if you disagree, you're wrong. Just letting you know. Okay, so I'm gonna give a very unfair comparison, by the way. So here is, that's gladiator stuff. I don't care. Okay, gladiator looks pretty cool. I like that pearlescent kind of look to it. But anyway, not that one. Where is it? Oh, it's the top one. Duh. Okay, so dude's saying that this is leveling gear, right? The heroic set is what I like the most. To me, this is the best one, hands down. And then this happens to be the mythic one, which I think looks lame. I'm not fond of the look of this one. Gladiator one looks cool though. I'm mostly not fond of like how it's like the black and silver sort of thing, but this one looks sick, and it's mostly because it has similarities to the Blood Elf set. So what I plan on doing is to wear. So what would I wear? Be basically at the bottom. I want to have like all these, right? Make this bigger, and then plan is to use. Where's the chest? Chest. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Sindori stuff. Oh boy, shoot! I hope I can pull it up. Actually, I think I can pull it up. Hold on. It's like somewhere around here. Lawbringer. Crap. I don't think I'm gonna see it. Shit. That's not good. Crap. Alright, let's try this method then. Chest. Okay, wrong chest. Damn it. There's like two kinds of chests. Oh, there it is. Tunic. There we go. So one of my big critiques about the Paladin set is that it's flat. Flat chest is a turnoff. Sorry, ladies. But if I slip this on, then we have a sicker match. And I guess we'll put in the shoulders for the heck of it. Shoulders. I don't like how loud this is, but this is what I love the most. That this matches the color. It's not a perfect match, but it's a very, very close match to at least the red. There's like dominant. You can kind of tell if you like take a close enough look how the discoloration is like a little bit off. Eerie set looks fucked. Well, Oinky has bad taste anyway. I wish it's just a 3D as well. Maybe it'll be by the time it gets released. That's a big maybe. I mean, we're still early on the builds, but... and then this is compared to... Where are they at? Warriors. So here's the warrior set. Do I have a favorite, though? I don't know if I have a favorite color out of these. But this is the warrior set. So, here's Heroic Blood Elf, right? Or Heroic Blood Elf. Here's Heroic Paladin. And here is the wimpy, limp warrior. You know, failed paladins, rejected paladins that just had to settle for not using the Holy Light. You know, because they're just whatever. I like the ponytails, though. They, like, dangle like crazy and shit. Anyway. Alright. That's enough of that. I'm going to toilet. So... I don't like the warrior at all. It's weird because it's like very not pixelated, but it's just made out of like all these different blocky shapes, and yeah, just not a fan of it. You like the danglies, okay? I'm like, you like the dang lies? Legion says we're all time great. I did like the now. Again, in fairness, like I do typically like warrior tier more than paladin tier. Sometimes Death Knight tier looks pretty cool, but I'm not too fond of like the skull and death looking vibe all the time. Of course, I don't like the super holy vibe all the time either. Oh no, there's no. I don't have the teleports. I gotta go there manually. Oh. So I think, crap, Sanctum of Order, right? So I think it's here, if I recall, and then somehow climb my way down, I think. So this way. Oh boy. And I think down. Oh no, follow this guy. Yeah. I get to cheat. Thanks, buddy. You know, I was close though. I was pretty close. Yeah. By the way, this Sanctum Order is a cool spot. Coming to Edgelord last night, so maybe that's why I like the set more. Yeah, no, it's all good. We all got different tastes. It's just that some people are incorrect. Death Knight's always, they do have a nice helmet most of the time, yeah. Can you remember if Monks and Pandaren were playing in the original MOP pre-patch or only after launch? Ooh. I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't recall. Oh, wait, this is not mythic. Hold on. I caught myself this time. At launch. I mean, they definitely started doing like the pre-order stuff with like Legion, you know, with Demon Hunters, and then they did it with the allied races for BFA. But I'll take Nelly's word for it. All right, mythic. Let's go. The Recolor DK set from the 20th anniversary is sweet. That's kind of cheating though, because they were able to, because they just made a whole new set, right? You know, there was no tier 2 Death Knight, so they got a bit more freedom on their design, and it does look good, by the way. Like, I like it. Got the analysis charger my first try. Must be nice. Why do Legion raids? I want this damn toilet. That's why. You know, this will be one less mount that I need to farm for. And it's fairly easy to get to. You know, walk in, take out what's-her-face, take out Gul'dan, good to go. If I'm not going to do like a full-ass raid, you know. So that's why I'm like, okay, do I want to do Antorus? Antorus is not like that's not a tough one to skip either. But this is like the one mount that I feel like I want. The Infernals? Yeah, the Infernals. Sorry. To me, it's not an Infernal. It's just this being that is holding onto a toilet. Here's you for calling it that, because now I'm calling it that. Yeah, sorry. But that's just what I see. Exospot hit with massive laughs today. That's a bummer. That's kind of what you expect. Oh, huge profits. Let's lay a lot of people off. Sucks, man. To sit on the fell oval throne. Let me see what kind of news is going on. Oh, 3 minutes until 10 too. We'll see if there's anything to learn. Yeah. Probably add some Emergency Pally tier to the new tier to make it more blood elfy. No, that's a good match too. The color tones that you get from Emergency. Otherwise, I'm not fond of the design. Funny enough, like the Emergency set, the green one, that goes pretty good with the Warden set. BFA raid had like 3k gold worth of transmog. Oh, the loot's like dope. It's actually them trying to catch up because of the Actabilis buyout. Oh, okay. So is this like redundant stuff? Not development related things? Did I do the Panda Starring Zone for the Green Serpent? No, I have not done it yet. We'll see if I get around to it. It's not a priority of mine. My bags will never recover. Oh no, I have. Hold on. I need to make sure all my add-ons are running after this. But then again, I'm on an ult right now, so there's a good chance if I don't loot it now, I'm gonna totally forget about it, and then I'll just get lost. So. It is the studios? Oh, okay. A lot of projects got canceled as well. Oh, that sucks. Half of Forge's team is gone from some reports. Lame. I love the old war palettes here in the day. It did look cool, Grim. I was like, ooh, this is neat. It's so unique. Oh my god. And you know, times have changed. You can do the normal BT, run solo, then do the time walking one, and then still get loot. You should be able to, yeah, I think. Anyone have something different to say on that? Spotlight Dragon looks really good on my monk in the green tier 2 recolor. Oh, is YouTube chat not showing up again? Oh man, I'm having the worst. Even with a different client, it's not showing up right. Let me take a look at this. Actually, I barely know how to use this bot anyway. Everything in the Xbox our product is not special. I thought the current strat is to be a, you know, be a successful publisher. You know, not so much a console maker these days. All right, anything good? Infernal. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Nope, nothing. Shit. And my inventory's full apparently. Yes, it is. Okay, vendor works correctly. Cool. But I'm getting transmog, yay. Alright. Next. Are they still developing HoloLens? HoloLens. I don't know what HoloLens is. Oh. I'm unlucky today. That's how it goes. Next. Oh, I need a... Actually, I should check the add-ons. Make sure I'm consistently running the right ones. Oh yeah, and any news? Crossing my fingers. Nope. Fuck. Yeah, there's big rumors of a next Xbox console. Ugh. Yeah, I wouldn't be looking forward to that. These days, consoles just feel like a dead thing to me. It sucks, but yeah, just put it all on PC, man. Put it all on PC. Stop trying to pull me in with your stupid hardware. Let's see. It's called Auto Looter. And vendor. Cool. Console has too many rules. I mean, it's it just sucks because there are kind of like what Zabrik is saying, like you have like these whole ecosystems that they need to follow, you know, and their whole shtick is, you know, hey, come join our club and we'll take all your information and all that stuff. But at the same time, you have games studios that also try to create their own ecosystem. You know, you see like, oh, log into the Epic thing, you log into Ubisoft, this and that, and Nintendo, and so on and so forth. You know, so there's there's no end to all that. All right, so I'm going to... Do I have a Dalaran thing? No. Torghast doesn't scale with level, or I'm still missing a mount from there. No, you can smash. What gets me is the Switch. You couldn't do anything with their tablet besides YouTube. You couldn't even get Netflix with it. Oh, that sucks. And that's the thing, like, you have these consoles that are like, hey, we have all these apps, and you can do different things with it, and yada, yada, yada. It's like, well, you can do the same shit with the PC. But, you know. Like, there are too few things that are console exclusive. You know, and they try to make themselves unique by having, like, hey, we got special little gimmicks and devices and other stuff that you can do only on this console and not on anything else. It's like, yeah, whoop-de-doo, but do you have good sales? You know, do you have good periodic sales? And that's my big thing. Their sales are skimpy, dude. They suck. they really suck by comparison. Okay, can I go in through here too? Yeah, there's this Sanctum of Order. Oh, once again, I'll just follow dudes. Yeah, so in this case, instead of taking the teleporter thing, I just go straight, go around, and then, yeah, okay, then I'm there. What? Why am I following him? Okay, I shouldn't be a sheep. What's Altarius? I don't know what that is. Steam's available on the Xbox Ally handheld. And like I said, like you know, that seems to be Microsoft's strategy, is that they would rather stick with being a publisher and then selling the service. Don't worry about the hardware. They're just gonna skip that part. And, you know, just be like, oh, why don't we just make a service that everyone wants? You know, it's kind of like the Steam approach. You know, make a service that people want, and then people will adopt it. And then Steam went for hardware. And maybe it's successful. I don't know. I don't care for it, because just like with consoles, I don't need another thing. And I'm definitely not fond of like mobile or being mobile when I'm gaming. Like I wanna sit down, and okay, maybe I'm not sitting down right now, but you know what I mean. Like I'd rather have like a, you know, full ass screen to do all my shit. PC, mobile, console. Yeah, that's kind of me too. You know, there are lots of mobile games that you don't see on console or whatever. A lot of the time it's because they suck, but reasonably, a lot of the time it's because, like, you know, mobile games that are made by smaller, more independent developers and all that. But that's why I like Steam too, because it's because they have a lower barrier of entry for indie stuff. Like my time at Sony was when they were trying to push for indies as well. So you see, so there were a lot of indie titles that were on PS4, Vita. That was like one of my big things that a lot of my work was on indie games on Vita. So that's kind of where my sympathy and my support comes from. Swift Zillion Panther on 8th round, nice. Yeah. At least Sony still has good exclusives. I hate exclusives though. That's irritating to me. Lots of games that I would like to play that I'm just waiting for it to be on Steam, and I'm waiting for it to be on sale. I want one on mobile, but I also need addons. Yeah. Like, WoW would need to do a lot to make it mobile friendly if they really wanted to like do something like that. Like, how do you do inventory management? That would suck. I think it would suck. Ever watch Breaking Bad? I've seen one episode of Breaking Bad. I'm like, oh, I'll get back to it. And I just never have. I was bullied by a Sony employee and their kid when I was a kid. So to me, PlayStation sucks in my books. Really? Wait. Why were you bullied by a Sony employee? 0 today or since yesterday? Since yesterday. 0 mounts. Oh shit, this is Mythic, right? It's Mythic, okay. Like parent, like child. I'm curious about the bullying. Like, what did they do? I want to be able to craft in 2 auctions while waiting when my wife is shopping someplace. Wait, why did I loot that? Is it not on? Auto looter? Oh, is it? Oh, is the configuration not like default? Oh, that's lame. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, shit. Where do regular people that already play as if they're just wanting their phones at screens anyway? Nice to somehow bring it there. Really gotta step on people. Yeah. Warcraft FE used to be able to do auctions. I feel like not enough people did that. I think that's why they discontinued it. Oh, I think it was because people emulated it and attached bots to it, Brave Pip. I remember there being like kind of websites or something like that that used API things, shenanigans to attach to it and then like use bots. Or I'm talking out my ass. The parent told their 2 kids to beat me up. The parent gives some pretty nasty things about me. It all stopped when I left the one kid with a bloody skull. Wait, what does that have to do with PlayStation? I thought it was like some gaming related thing. That's just awful people. I don't think it has anything to do with where they work. There's duping going on as well? Okay. Yeah, what kind of parent does that? It's like, yeah, take my go minions. Go my spawn. The parent worked for Sony, so ever since then, all Sony products suck in my books. Damn. That's a weird. That's a interesting attachment to make. It's like he was wearing an orange shirt. Now anyone who dares to wear that orange shirt, that's the uniform of the devil. Anything good? Nope, nothing good there. Okay, but shit, I'm gonna have to like hearth back, so I can like clear out the inventory stuff. Lame. See, the twist that I'm waiting for is for Grim to say, yeah, by the way, I was wearing a shirt that said, all Sony people are smelly people or whatever. Surprise! I was just messing. I got it. Oh, so much crap to get rid of, man. Sheesh. Oh wait, this is the dude. Oh yeah, this is my disenchanting person. Okay, I'll get back to this guy. All right. Next. So which is I keep hearing different numbers from drop rates. Icy Vein says 10 to 25 times. Wildhead says 5%. 5%. Icy Veins isn't wrong either. That's just a different way of looking at the numbers. But yeah, just go with, hey, everything has a 5% chance to drop or whatever. My parents did bring what had happened to their bosses because bullying a kid is something that any adult will do, so I refused to take action, so I boycott them to this day. Alright, okay, this inventory isn't as bad. As bad. Alright, let me double check. Any news? Nope. Damn it. Damn it again. Can you mount up at the top there? I think you can. You're talking about the top of whatever? I wanted to get him out of there. It's usually not the best idea to leave your dude in an instance. Sometimes your add-ons get all wonky when you log in and you're still inside an instance, then you go in. Or at least that's what happens to me a lot of the time. I've gotten more random Legion legendaries today than Warglaives. It's a different way of seeing the numbers, Hairbuck. I think even Belial was trying to correct people on that. You know, something, did Blizzard do a rug pull again? Blah, blah, blah. And like, Belial was like, no, think about it like this. If the drop rate of the mount was 0.5%, and it's 10 times more likely to drop, then that's 5%, and, then they're fine. Ta-da! It's just math. You got one Warglaive last night, so I want to try and get the second one. Good luck. Because you have to get both of them on the same character, so you gotta cross your fingers for next week. Yeah, and it's like an up to you kind of thing, and yeah. It's not as bad as, say, hey, check it out, like, the entire website is up to 75% off, but it's only really like one item. Everything else is just like 10% or something like that, just to fuck you up. But they got you. You got baited. Battle predicts controller support in midnight. What are your thoughts? There's already controller support. Isn't there? If I plug in a controller, all my buttons will change and all that stuff. No add-ons needed. I mean, they might increase the controller support. I could see that. Sure. But as for, a prediction or whatnot, like, I think that will happen, so. Saying it's just math kind of negates that Blizzard can be misleading sometimes. Did I have a stroke? Huh? What kind of juvenile shit is that? Nice fire. I'm in combat, I think. They have control support since Dragonflight console port is what they're waiting for. What's the difference? He's all negative all the time. I don't need that in my life. No, it's it's a bit more what's the word I want to say? he'll just kind of like follow the wind, follow the direction of the wind. You know, if people are mad, then he'll ride that. If people are happy, he'll ride that too. That's all.
Work.
Both Xbox and PS5 controller work for a while, but inventory and map pings and such don't work. Right. So there are. So let me walk this back, because that's me misspeaking. My apologies. So like, if you plug in your controller, like some stuff works. Obviously, not everything works. So what I'm suggesting is, like, in future patches or whatever, they're going to keep increasing the support. So they've been making like steps over the course of expansions. That's all. But as for, you know, do I think midnight will be when they really like do it? Oh. I guess the question is, like, how much do people want that? You know, full on controller support. Is that big enough? We see conversations about it, and there are people who are like really fervently like, "Ooh, I'm totally all for that." But is it enough to do that? I think he's just doing that YouTuber clickbaity thing sometimes. Oh, that's 100% it. 100% it. Yeah. I like seeing good things being praised and bad things being discussed as equal as possible, but it does get annoying when I hear things like everyone's angry about blah, blah, blah. I think from an accessibility point of view, it would be good. What I'm not scared of, but I think of what would control, you know, what would like full-on controller support, you know, would that affect how menus end up? Well, yeah, would it end up how changing how menus look? Because I think con support does a little bit to like, no, I don't think it does do that. I don't remember well enough. Ooh, bonus loot. I'll save on the bonus loot for now. I don't think it's going to work on the mount, but I don't know where I'd want to end up using it anyway. Every time a bidder gets pushed into my vid, it's always like, WoW's ruined forever. It breaks WoW. WoW's never been worse. Everyone does it to a certain extent. I'll do it to a certain extent. You know, I'll be like, oh my god, check it out, guys. This is the fucking game breaker. Again. Or WoW's gonna totally change. Again. And I'll often make fun of myself, dude. And I'm like, didn't I? Because I'll be like, dude, I just wrote about this like 2 weeks ago where I said, oh man, it's a big game changer. God damn it. WoW, stop changing so fucking much. Checkerbout right now is dynamic flying with the map open. You can change camera with the right joystick and steer with the left. So how will you open a map and click on stuff while flying? Simplify it. Just go steady flight, like you're done. Or it would be weird because like, or if it's with controller support on, the camera's locked and all that. That'd be kind of odd too. Well, I saw this one button video which apparently shows Blizzard got the numbers kind of wrong for a lot of specs, because apparently most DPS specs could roll heroic raid with one button. Well, yeah. I don't think that's so wrong or bad. I mean, if you listen to some people who are out there, heroic raids can be run by literal monkeys. And anyone, or people who just run heroic raids, they're not even real people. They're not the real players of WoW. So there's lots of hyperbolic shit that kind of shifts the meaning behind those sorts of statements. And did I get anything? It don't look like it. I don't see no mount. Nope. Just a lot of disappointment. And a draft of souls. And let's see, something. All right. 14 can be played on full controller. Blizzard is smart enough to figure things out if they wanted to. Well, 14 was built first for a controller, though. And also, I would safely argue that navigating through Final Fantasy XIV's menus fucking sucks. Sorry, man. It's like, and I feel like overhauling their UI, which I think is awful. Like between menus and all that stuff, overhauling it is being held back because they have to cater to controller users. Next. Uh, 80, this guy. He used to enjoy Bel Air, but now he's just a quick bit. Let's not try to do much. Let's try to not do like much dragging down of creators. I know it's people are gonna feel how they're gonna feel, but I don't want this to be like a big bitch fest about like, you know, creator versus creator stuff and all that stuff. We all want to play the game. We all want the game to be better. We all say it in different ways. Dalaran, Hearthstone. Now it's the Moon Bear's turn. Playing 14 on PS5 is fine, but there's some things I just can't do without pulling my hair out or playing it with a keyboard and mouse. I mean, like, overall, like, whenever possible, I want to be able to use a mouse and keyboard, but then there are some instances where, like, I just, you know, yeah, I prefer to be on a controller. Like, I remember when, God, what was that game? The Diablo one. Fuck, man. Path of Exile. When they first started, when they first started the beta, and things might have changed, so, and I haven't played it in a long ass time now, but when it first started, you had to like exit out of the client. No, not out of the client. You had to kind of restart the client in order to switch from keyboard to mouse to controller mode. I'm like, what? That fucking sucks. That was super irritating. Because I love being able to, like in Diablo games, I'll move around and I'll play, but then when I want to actually manipulate the menus, then I'll like put down the controller, I'll switch to my mouse and keyboard, and it just, you know, lets me slide from one control scheme to the other like freely. I think 14 does allow that too. It's like, yeah, I need to have like something like that, otherwise I'll just lose my mind. How much am I lucking the farming event? I'm lucking it just fine. It's really just my route. It's kind of my usual routine. I'm just kind of like amping it up a little bit. But I haven't gotten anything. I haven't gotten any of the mounts yet, which is sad. It's GTA for me. Use keyboard for pretty much everything except for the flying and driving. I think Diablo. Oh shit! I didn't check my difficulty. Yeah, I think Diablo is like the best comparison I can make for that. But yeah, I don't know if Path of Exile had changed or had updated their thing to make that work. But that was super annoying at the time. 14 yet. Oh, you do need to toggle the thing? Okay. Can you do it with a hotkey? That'd be kind of sick. If you could do it with a hotkey instead. But yeah, 14, I remember I tried it out early on with the key, with a control. I'm like, nope, not doing it. Just doesn't feel right, you know? But for people who, now keep in mind, you know, this game was made for Japan first. And in Japan, not everyone has the room for a PC, or at least at the time, PCs were just bigger. And so, and so when they were making 14, that's what I'm a boomkin right now. That's what I'm a boomkin with one button. Yeah. Anyway, it's like 6 clicks to toggle. Oh, can't hotkey it. Lame. But like I said, anyway, Japan, not a lot of room. A lot of their folks played on consoles as opposed to PCs, and so the game is made for console first. I think there's kind of a important distinction to make there. Now can I go? Please? There you go. Starfall is so cool, man. Gosh. First passive ice crown, no invincible. Lame. No matter how many times I try to play COD with keyboard, I still end up using the controller. I just can't get the hang of it. That's me, like, trying to get used to playing FPS on a controller. I just can't get used to it. So, like, Halo? I couldn't do it. Couldn't play it. How am I enjoying the event so far? Chill. Plus, Final Fantasy as an IP has been a console series. I think I remember seeing something about how they want to, what's it called? That recent game, the Expedition 33 game. It did really well, and that is informing folks like Square and other RPG makers, like, hey, you know what? Maybe the audience for turn-based is like, you know, they're still alive and thriving, all that. I definitely prefer that style. Like, I like turn-based games. There's that certain strategy to it. I think I beat the Crystal Tower and played for another 10 hours and quit again on 14. How do non-healing players deal with the green dragon boss in ICC? Just bandages or something else? Oh, you can skip it. Oh, you just go. Do you just walk around and like you're good? Because remember, hey, you know, maybe that person does want to kill it for loot. I didn't know you can skip it. That's cool. So I'm a big 0 for what's it called? Mounts. Go one button. Woo-hoo. You know what else? I wonder, what's it called? The switch your belt to healing. See if that works. You think this is the one? We'll see. Yeah, if you have the Cersei circlet, or if you have the belt, just switch it for heals, and yeah, that might do it for that boss. Of course, if you're on just some bum ass alt that doesn't have either of those things, then well, lame. Does the belt and ring heal NPCs? I've seen it do it plenty of times. I haven't observed it on that boss, but I would give it a shot. What a forgettable piece of content. Oh, but you remember it. So they got you. All right. What do we get? We get... Do I see it? Nope. Nothing. Lots of Drafts of Souls, though. Hey. Lame. Nice try, guys. Nice try. Has anyone found out what the item that has a 25 times drop? No idea. Used to be able to use the Heart of Azeroth ability healer too. I don't know if the scaling still works out. Just be Sylvanas, I've never had so many daggers. Nice. Good shit, dude. Alright, who's next? Another paladin. Let's go. Hoping all Legion will be in Remix. We'll see. I mean, we still got a while from now, but I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm keeping an open mind. I think everyone. I think for the sake of managing expectation, keep a very open mind about what the Legion remix will entail. It might flow the same way as the Mop remix. You know, where we get like some kind of warband wide power thing. We get up to infinite stats. We get these zany powers that eventually just autoplay the game for us, and you know, we get this weird leveling scheme. It could be that, but it might be something else entirely, because remix is not, you know, it's not defined in stone. We might be fooled. We might love it more. We might freaking hate it. And how come I'm not? Okay, there it is. So I'm looking forward to what they offer this time. What's the best spec to level warriors? I heard arms, but I want input. I haven't really leveled a warrior seriously, but I would say I just like Fury. But that's just me liking it, you know? The best one apparently has a 24.8 times thing, and the crowd harness is at 26. Lies. Not according to my drop rate. No. I just going for the toilet. Not so worried about mounts, but I might run Nighthold for the Golden Hearthstone card during this event. Oh yeah, huh? There's that too. Yeah, I've not seen that drop. I'm real curious what the hard mode thing they were talking about. So here's my guess. I think it's a good guess, but here's my guess. Now, during the remix, when we hit max level, our next step would be to like start doing like whatever endgame. And we would start like farming up threads and earning bronze and all that stuff. But that kind of period, that kind of gap between hitting max level and getting all of our zany powers, and then actually starting to feel like we can start soloing stuff, or when we can start just like, you know, feeling kind of invincible, feeling that power fantasy, it felt kind of awkward. And I think people felt dependent on feeling forced to do groups and doing queues and stuff. And I think the world tier difficulty thing I think that's meant to fill that gap for people who don't want to feel like they got to um, join groups and run into raid finders and all that, which is kind of a double-edged sword, because it might potentially mean that fewer people are going to queue up for that sort of content. The queue times will be longer, and that'll kind of suck. But that's kind of where I'm going with my guess. That it's a way for people to eventually become self-sufficient on their own without feeling like they're forced to group. And it's the remix, so it's like, just fucking relax. They don't want it to feel like a forced group thing. Because eventually I'd want to see something like people doing solo Mythic Plus to see like how they do. That could be kind of fun. No Aether Croc is at 26. Yeah, I've only made one. I haven't even really made an attempt on it because the boss broke for me on my main, but I don't know. They need to lower the prices for upgrades. I think what they ended up doing worked out. They just, I mean, I guess it was like a twofold thing. At the time, there wasn't a high enough income for bronze during the remix, and two, people had to choose between using their bronze for upgrades or using it to just go straight for cosmetics. So people weren't too happy about that. But the flow worked. I mean, the flow worked out. Went from 0.2% to 5.2%, so I guess that's yeah, it could be depending on like what the base chance was. It does have the potential to be like solo Mythic Plus if Blizzard would just go farther with it. I think they're being conservative about it first, though. They're just taking it slow and seeing what people like first, rather than just try to be, too heavy-handed with what they want to offer. Because it's a new-ass game mode. We're not even through like one expansion with it. The season 2 brought in this awkwardness with the overcharged delves, which is like, okay, that's cute, but what did that really do? I'm taking PTO for the remix. I'm just so hyped. I'm gonna be curious to see how it goes too. I wonder if I'll land the interview for the remix, because that for this remix, because I know I landed it for the previous one. I felt like I did a good job with that one. If I walk out of this event without a lot, then I'm just destined to never get it. Hey, I ended up buying mine. I bought mine from the black market when it popped in, but that was when it was like easy. It was early on, when people weren't spending gold cap and all that. So what you're saying is you want Dells to have a timer? Personally, I wouldn't mind it. Personally, I would like to have like, people who wanted to enjoy the 1 to 11 experience, cool, you get that, nothing changes, everything's there. But then if people want to climb higher for the sake of challenge and whatnot, yeah, sure. Like, I wouldn't mind if there were like horrific vision elements that went in it, but people would hate that. So, I just happen to be a fan of horrific visions and everyone else is wrong. You've had 4 usable mounts drop and 2 dupe mounts. Nice. That you got duplicates. Flex that privilege, man. Flex it. Got the bike from Visions. I stopped at that point. That's cool. You casuals don't ever agree. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. Don't run Dragon Soul normal unless you're super adamant about completing the models on that difficulty along with getting the Blazing Drake. Why is that? Hey, so I got 75 greedy tokens to drop yesterday for the Hellish Caches, and then they stopped dropping. I thought maybe it reset daily, but it just got 3 more and nothing, any info. After the 10th, you only have a chance. Well, the tooltip will tell you. It just doesn't say that the chance resets weekly. That's all. Ooh, rats. Someone just got the Swift Zulian Tiger. What do we get? Infernal Contract? Nope, that's not it. Ring of the Scoured Clan? Nope. Shattered Tusk? Nope. No mount. Again. Out we go. Panther, tiger, whatever. Oh, there is a difference. I'm sorry. Panther. Yeah, panther. Sorry. I think I harmed people just now. Yes, yeah, I think I did. Sorry about that, guys. Next. Right, come on, stuff. So far, 0 stuff. If I do get the mount, is it like this particular mount? Does it just automatically get added to my collection, or you know? I better do a sanity check. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. You have to click it. Okay. Yeah, I better do a quick thing. It is called Hellfire Inferno. I just want to make sure I don't have the items somewhere in my inventory. Because then I'll feel like a jackass. Fiendish Hellfire Core. Okay, it is nowhere. Alright, we're good. We're good. As in, we're sad. We don't have it. Okay, you got a special toast when Gmod dropped? Nice. I managed to snipe this Fellsteel Annihilator on attempt 1, which means I sniped both Draenor Mythics first try. Nice. Oh, I gotta do squats and stuff too. I totally missed that. Just not the Vengeance mount from Sanctum, and I got the Charger early from the Goblin events. Oh yeah, Gmod's different. I mean, that, then, you know, that's a different expansion. You know, I think they might have changed how they did that sort of stuff, so. Why don't they let us access old ZG? I don't know. Got the Charger from the Goblins today. Nice. And done. All right. This way. Oh yeah, huh? I get a little banshee person. Maybe one if it fits the theme a bit. Well, they did add like those recipes and stuff to ZG already, so I don't know if they're going to revisit it again. Going for the mount that drops off the 9 boss now? Good luck. Because you got to go through some bosses to get to that one. Shouldn't take too long. It's just the first boss takes a little while because it's just kind of an HP sponge. Although, can you do that on any difficulty? That would help. You can, okay. Yeah, I happened to get that one during progression. Haven't been as lucky for like in the more recent expansions where you get like a chance at a mount at the end of the raid or whatever. Like my chances have been pretty shit. Got invincible yesterday on my first ICC run with the buff. Hella nice. Hella nice. $29 alts and damn 29. Okay, that's fast. Sheesh. Keep getting lucky on mountain drops and raids. I have no problem getting back to for mogs, yet my luck is dry in the raids. I don't need anything from here except mounts. I would say just don't even bother with anything except for the mounts then. Try to compress your luck somehow. Do I have like Halo or something? No, I don't think I got Shadow Crash. Cool. Wait, don't I have like Holy Nova? Doesn't that work here? No. Oh, I do have Halo. But does it just hit everyone? Yee. Cool. That'll be convenient for like next week. You do comment? Yeah, I haven't tried messing around because like I'm messing with like this different sort of bot program that is supposed to show stuff, but I need to figure out why it's not working this time. Again. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Lame though. Just did my 180th kill with N'Zoth, still no eye brain. Ouch. How do you unlock 9 health on all those alts? That should be account wide. Like you should be able to just get right in. How do you unlock twisting corridors again? Clean layer 16 on all wings, right? Ooh, I don't know. I know it's not. I don't think it's that. Okay, where's that thing that lets me connect to YouTube here? I forget how all this works. Is it integrations? No. No transmog unlocks. Oh no. Oh. I think it's a Venaria or Rune Carver quest. Oh, okay. Does a loot buff work in island expeditions? It more than likely does not. Like, they never gave any indication that it's going to work outside of raids and dungeons. I wonder if WoW had turned off their data collection for this event. Oh, that's a good question. That would kind of, like, mess with things, huh? Twisting Quarters unlocks from a quest from Bolvar where you have to rescue Jaina, Thrall, and Bane. Oh, so it's a main campaign thing? Cerulean, congrats, dude. Yay! You're arrogant. Yeah, okay. Come on. Stuff. Let's see. Anything? Nope. Another loser. Next. Feel bad for my buddy. He's in the Navy and deployed on an aircraft carrier for the next 6 months, so he's missing on the mount farming. Oh, no. Tell him to get on. Yeah, it says that it's not connected. Interesting. All right, so let's try this again. So, while I get onto another character. He has a satellite connection, but it sucks bad. Dude, you do what you gotta do, man. Okay, so I'm gonna restart this bot. And then we'll see if this works. So, I need to hold on. I'm gonna open some stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off the bot. Boop. Okay, so oh, so it did already. Oh, it did just reconnect and start up again. Okay, so it should work now. Yay! Trash loot and raid hasn't been boosted, it seems. I don't think so. Yay! All right. Yeah, for some reason it just disconnected from the YouTube stuff, which is poop. Oh well. But we got it! Yeah! Well, I had posted something about tracking the drop rates for the first week, so I think they just split out a new fork for the new data coming in so they can compare. That'll be fun to see the comparisons. Oh, he's works. The only 2 mounts you can get from this event, so I'm not pressed for time. So what you going for as a racer? Or a sea racer? Nazoth and Jailer. Oh, good luck. I mean, if anything, that's easy to, you know, send your alts over to, position them, and then just start smashing. I need dozens of raid mounts? Are there that many? There's a good number of them, but I didn't figure there are dozens. Personally, I have about 5 or 6 alts at 70. I'm hoping that I can get them to max level so I can get some time in these raids. Keep in mind, like, you don't have to be like max level for all of them. Like, definitely for like the Shadowlands ones, you'll do much better at max level. You got very few of them? Right on, dude. Well, I'd say, like, if there's, you know, I'd say if there's so many, I would focus on, like, start with your favorites, you know? Go for the ones that you really want to get. Because up until now, you either have just been very unlucky, or not really all that interested in getting them, or, you know, didn't really care for them until now. So I'd say now that you have this opportunity, I'd say go for super favorites first. Like right now, I'm going for the toilet. So that's it. And these guys are just going to live here until I get the toilet. And if I don't get anything else, then oh well. Let's get fucked, man. But I'm kind of mentally preparing myself for that, dude. Like, you know, this just might suck forever. The toilet. What level ought to be able to do Mythic Shadowlands raids? Yeah, 80 is fine. I don't think you need to need gear. It'll just take you longer to kill stuff, that's all. What's the toilet I speak of? Oh, let me show you. This one. The one that has a toilet for a collar. Yeah, this is the toilet. All of them. I would never use it. It's a cool mount, though. I think it's one of the cooler ones, for sure. A couple of Silco bosses pretty rough with under gear. They just take a while. That's mostly it. I'd say the toughest one would be Jailer, because you got to deal with, like, you know, the jumping into the hole, getting knocked into the air, so you don't get MCs. So you have to do that more than a few times. But if you're on a DPS character, that helps too. Like if you're on a fresh tank, okay, you're just kind of asking for it. I wonder if we'll ever learn what Zaval is going to warn us about. I think they'll just keep it big forever. Or they'll, you know, once they think up something good, then they'll let us know. For all the story that was mishandled, the best thing that they could do for it is to just kind of wait, let it sit. You know, let the answer to that start building itself up over time, and not just suddenly here's the thing that the jailer was scared about. You know, just start slowly propping up some boogeyman. No rush. Raglan hits really hard if you ignore his mechanics. Oh, does he hit really hard? Okay. Go, puppies. No. Death by puppies. For the jelly, you can DPS them down to 69% HP. I'm curious what the jelly's been concerned about. I thought it was Demencius, and I asked Tally about it, and he immediately said something else. No, I think it's something else. Yeah. Because unless the jailer had like some sort of foresight that the dark heart would reveal itself and then be stolen and all that stuff. Yeah, that's a lot to consider. Whee. I just hope they don't redo the StarCraft story with the first ones turning evil. They were evil? I don't see a thing. Drafts of Souls again. Is that like a rule? I believe that to just be a rule. We're the true enemy of Azeroth. Surprise! I'm ready for the StarCraft MMO to be announced at Gamescom. That'd be a surprise. I don't know if I have it in me to like seriously play any other another MMO. I mean, like, for a lot of WoW players like me who've been playing for 20 years, like, I imagine the people who stop playing WoW just stop playing MMOs mostly. One of the first became evil, not all. Oh, you talking about the Titans? No, I'm of the mindset that when it comes to like these cosmic powers and stuff, they aren't exactly evil, but then they have that sort of cosmic perspective, like, oh, mortals are nothing, like they're just ants. Why do we even bother with them? It's a pretty common trope, and but for a good reason. Like it's easy. I was hanging out in Kraken's stream yesterday, and someone suggested that she say out loud how my streamer didn't work. I mean, notice I haven't gotten any mounts, because Blizzard just knows what I care about for the most part. So they're like, your privilege has no power here, buddy. So it just means streamer privilege. It's not just like this universal plus everything. You know, it applies where it's needed. For mounts, it's not really needed. So if anything, privilege might turn against me, and I will get anything but the toilet. I would never play another MMO if I quit WoW. I've been playing since 2005, so I'll just quit. Yeah, that's kind of me too. Like, I can't see myself like diving into like another universe. Like, people will say in hindsight that WoW was just like that kind of perfect storm. All sorts of combinations, the age of the internet, the player base, the kinds of players at the time just made WoW like the perfect thing to it just came at the perfect time. I think that's very believable. Streamer privilege, you get to make content looking for mounts. No, The chase will never end. You can't look at cosmic entities as having moral like the races of Azeroth's perception. Yeah, like for them, you know, for mortals to be like, oh, what about us? They'll be like, who? What about you? You're gonna die like everyone else. Whatever. We'll be here when you guys are long gone. I remember I was joking that after the events of Legion, when you know, after that cinematic where Sargeras is sucked into the you know, to where all the other Titans are, and then Illidan pulls out his warglyphs, it's like, yeah, let's go, right? And then the scene ends. What happens after that? What happens after that? You know, and I joked being like, yeah, when they're done, like all the Titans, they just have like a big laugh. And like Sargeras is like, oh man. And then the Titans are like, haha, you sucked at being the destroyer this time. Haha, you suck. You fucking blow, fucking noob. And Sargeras is like, I'll get you guys next time, and blah, blah. And then they start talking about, so who's going to be the next destroyer of everything and whatever. And Illidan's going to be like, wait, what? What's going on? And then that's when they'll realize, oh, there's a stowaway. And then they turn Illidan into their little barista, and into their little bitch. And to them, this whole thing is just a game. They just fuck around, and it's like, oh, okay, next time Aman'Thul is going to be the destroyer. And because they couldn't care less. There's still to this day, it's not been an MMO that's come close to offering what WoW does for me. I'd say 14 is like kind of close, but it just couldn't really capture me for some reason. I just couldn't get interested in the world building of it, which is like really critical for a lot of folks. So I think that's strictly a taste thing. It's not that I'm wrong or they're wrong. It's just, you know, it didn't really like connect for me. Or maybe I am right. Maybe I should go with that instead. It's part of the story, but I'd say it's a lot of it is combat too. Combat in WoW just feels way too good. I love the combat. I love the jank. I love the jankiness of balance, honestly. Yeah, having things like trinkets and talent choices and, you know, sometimes borrowed power or whatever, you know, that adds to like the chaos and the fun that is figuring out your character. But with 14, it's very, very rigid. In Final Fantasy 14, like, if you want to be a paladin, cool, you're a paladin. But you can't be a paladin that does DPS. You can't be a paladin that heals. You're just a paladin that tanks. That's it. Bad combat. You know, and having the really, really rigid rotations doesn't feel... It's like, if you're bad at your rotation in WoW, you're obviously not optimal, and you don't perform great, but it feels like... I might be wrong on this. It feels like if you don't do a good rotation in 14, it's really bad. Like, you get severely punished for it. Like, you're a dead body. You might as well not be there if you're not pulling off like a close to perfect rotation. That's the vibe that I get. Got 3 mounts today, all from the trading post. There, you see, that's how you win. Nope, nothing from the event, but trading post, baby. Woo woo. Let's see, where am I at on this, by the way? I know I've done quite a few things so far, but not that many. Okay, so I've got the back set, and then I'll get these later. Cute. I tried Final Fantasy. Sylvie burned the tree. Was not a fan. It's stuck in console world limitations too. The story is good, as I said, but I didn't care for the rest. Kind of like WoW. There were parts of it that felt like a little bit bloated too. Like some of the Grand Company stuff, that felt like kind of heavy. But I think that's just a symptom of an old game. I think they get a pass for that one. Everything feels kind of funny in an older game, and you jump in and you're new. You're like, oh, what do I do? So that's why I think the MSQ like really wins out, because that has mostly like stayed consistent throughout its entire history. Whereas WoW, it just became, it was like a block of cheese, and then it turned to Swiss cheese, and then they melted down the cheese, reformed it, and Swiss cheesed it again, and it's just weird. Limit rotations, they're great when you only tunnel the boss. But then the challenge comes from having to stand out of 10 fires while spreading out, while closing in, Easy. Easy. Did seem like 14 had some extra story in it compared to WoW. Even just getting your professions involved with taking a few NPCs as a side story. Yeah, and that's cool. The class quest lines, the job quests, things like that. Those are all neat, very good. They're cool experiences. But for whatever reason, I just couldn't come to wanting to live in that game, even though it had player housing. Only thing I would want to come to WoW from 14 is armor recolors. That'll be cool when it comes. I have a feeling that it's going to come at some point. It's just a matter of time. Like they're doing it, doing it for the decor is one thing, but I'd say doing it for armor is a greater technical challenge. So imagine if there's like new armor where you can like do certain recolors. That'd be cool. But I also wondered to myself, like, how much, will there be like some design restrictions that come from them having to make all their armor become dyeable? As in you can swap out different colors and stuff like that. But that's like technical brouhaha that I can't even begin to try and bullshit my way through. And let's not kid ourselves. I'm trying to talk out my ass. Anything good here? Nope. Still nothing. Where's my Draft of Souls? Did I get that too? No, no draft. Crazy. Hasn't colored zones will be a pipeline to armor eventually? I think it can be, yeah. I think that made me turn away from 14 with the starting quest. They were all spread out. I feel if they would expanded the quest range slower, I would have played more. One thing that I found odd is something that people would really like to have in any MMORPG, like WoW or whatever, is how easy it is to like teleport. It's kind of cool that it was easy to teleport from one spot to another, but I also felt really lost in the world too. I didn't have a sense of direction. Not a great one, at least. Yeah, all right. Still got some 80s left. And I'm just doing Legion stuff, so I'll work my way down to the 70s and see how that feels. We should have a boss with an emote mechanic like his or something. I think that'd be hilarious. Plenty of achievements that do that. We're doing it all, baby. Okay. A roulette on my clothy. Let's see how this looks. How will this turn out? I mean, I'm getting more and more cloth, so I'm gonna start seeing more variety in things. Oh god, the shape of that is just What the fuck? What? Wait, hold on. I think there's a profession thing on. Yeah. What? Oh, wait, what happened? How come it didn't keep? Hey. What was with that weird color thing that I saw? I didn't apply? I thought I did. Oh no, that's terrible. But then my helmet changed. Oh well. That's a foobar on my part. I'm usually very good about that. See, that looks like kind of normal. So I'll keep that. Anyway, hold on. All right. Each season had a gate, then loading screen that makes you not know where it exists in the world it is. That's definitely a symptom of being in an MMO where things are mostly instance. Like they have some big outer maps and everything. Like that part's cool. You know, there's that sense of direction, but it's not exactly the same thing. Like that, and eventually you're like teleporting all over the place. So you, like I said, you don't have that sense of direction. WoW was deceptive too, at least at the start, because it's like I talked about this last week. I'm like, if you start in Mulgore and you want to go to Desolus, which is just to the west, you had to go all the way up down here or all the way down there. You had to go in a really roundabout way, which made the world feel pretty big at the time. Nowadays, not so much. But that's kind of like what they had to do in order to contend with, you know, the outdoor world being a single instance. 13 out of 19 I can do for Tempest this week. Really want that down, Phoenix. Good luck, dude. I don't know how many tunes that I've gone through already, but I've been working it. Just trying to get that stupid toilet. The add-on that I used that randomizes the transmog, that one is called Better Wardrobe and Transmog. Separate words. Better Wardrobe and Transmog. From there, there's just like this little dice button that you hit, and then boom, rando transmog. I like that next week we can essentially heart to the raid zone from everywhere, and everyone's going to have a T-Rex mount. Everybody. Or at least everyone who's been raiding. I thought it was something like transmog roulette. That works too. But since I've been using Better Wardrobe and Transmog, I've been using that because it has the same function on it. So either one. I am curious about how there's only 15 renown levels in the next season. I know people want fewer renown levels. They want to be able to max out their thing faster. I get that. I wonder if there's another purpose behind it, though. I'm wondering if it's only going to be a 15-week renown track because they want the season to be shorter. Just a guess. That's me not letting go of the whole season 4, quote, season 4 prediction. So. Shorter season, so remixes can conflict with it. Well, I was more thinking like, I'm slightly shifting my stance on it. Like, there won't be an official season 4, but they are going to do a turbo boost. It's going to be like a deluxe turbo boost where they'll open up the other raid, give us more dungeons, you know, add more upgrade levels, whatever. And I think that would work out pretty good. I think that strikes a good balance of giving people plenty to do, or giving people more to do who don't care about the remix, who don't care about the spooky event or player housing, because, you know, we gotta acknowledge them too. Even if they're not really people. Even if they're just lesser players. I'm just messing. But at the same time, not have like a full-ass gear reset. Having to re-earn their gear and stuff like that. And then add a chip vendor. This time with the full renown track. I'm sorry, with the full upgrade track, not just you know, start at hero or whatever, you know, caps out at whatever. Just give them the real shit. If you don't like player housing a Legion remix, you're playing the wrong game. Yeah, that's a good argument. But I'm trying to be fair. You got your first mount. Woohoo! Nice. I think it's because they see people telling off the raid around week 15 or 16. I haven't been back in raids for almost 2 weeks myself. It's just another chore that I don't feel like doing. I don't want to see it as much. Personally, I don't see it as much of a chore because, well, you can do it at any time anyway. So, like, I don't really buy. I personally don't buy into the idea of, oh, I better go in and do my weekly thing so I can get my renown, so I can get my cosmetics. I know that in my head I'd be like, well, I'm just not going to do it until whenever. Well, like whenever I feel like it. I still want Mythic Gear from the higher end dells, at least in the vaults. Right, but it's power that you get from it as well. I mean, we're getting less power though, too. This week we got 18. Next season it's only going to be at 15. So we're getting this. We're getting an almost identical schedule. We're just getting less. Boop. Yeah, because otherwise you don't get shit. And yeah, hell, it's dubious to even call it player power because it only applies to the raid that you'd be doing anyway. So if you don't care for the raid, then you're not going to do it. That's what I'm saying. They're reducing it so it doesn't feel like a shortage. But again, like maybe this is stream lag coming in, but if you're not caring about the raid, then you're not going to care about the player power anyway. But my mount, yeah, my precious. Wait for the next collector's bounty, buddy. Oh yeah, hit him. Whoop. Oh, I gotta use my actual Iceland style. I acknowledge you, Gul'dan. You are truly powerful. You are strong. Ah, don't fall. I think I almost fell. I was like hella close to the edge there. Holy shit. Or season 4 can turn into Legion remix. I mean, it's gonna be stacked. You know, the later half of season 3, because there's gonna be the spooky event, there's going to be the remix, there's gonna be housing. All these things that are, for some people, it's gonna be, oh shit, I'm splitting my time between all these different things. For other people, it's gonna be like, oh, this is something that I care about, I'll do this, and not care about the rest, because it's not important to me. Just got Ironhoof Destroy and Sharkbait back to back. Nice. Congrats, dude. Let's see what I get. I get fucking nothing. I get fucked. Well, back I go. Back to the sad. Alright, Organized. What the heck, RNG? It's that anti-privilege kicked in, dude. That's what I get. See, that's karma for getting a pizza. I decided to splurge, and so I'm paying the price. How many more 80s do I have? I have 1, 2. I think I have one down here somewhere. Nope, I don't. I moved them. 2 left. And then I do the 70s. Alright, Brofist, let's go. So Ironhoof Destroyer is from Foundry, I believe. Sharkbait is Freehold. That part I'm more confident about. And use the double triple rep games from War Within Dragonflight to get the latest bits for more mounts. Nice. I hope the Collector's Bounty becomes a yearly thing, or maybe an every other year thing, so it ends up solely including Dragonflight and War Within raids and so on and so forth. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Like, I want it to be frequent enough to be like, all right, let's sucker these players back in, but not too much where it just feels regulated. It's it's the double-edged sword of having things be events. Like, we would love permanent increases to things and all that, but it also makes those things feel sweeter when they actually come in. Boop. Can't wait for a Dragonflight race to be Legacy so I can get all the loot to myself. Yeah, I'll be happy enough when it becomes Legacy mode. I'll be cool with that. Because I will definitely farm the crap out of Dawn of the Infinite. But I'm not quite sure if, they might change it. They might be like, oh, okay, cool, we gave this to you, but well, we're gonna nerf the way the quantum mounts work. Something like that. Can you show your looter settings? It's not set up properly on my ults, but the way that I would set it up would be dun, dun, dun. Oh, I first have to turn off auto loot. So turn off auto loot, and then that's what makes auto looter kick in. That's probably what is fucking it up. That way, I think these settings here are like fine for the most part. So the main thing is for it to ignore bind on pickup. So I just ignore that, and it'll loot everything else: the gold, the any resources or grays that I get, so I can like sell them later. Then we're fine there. Collector's Bounty coming back just often enough to offer 2 new expansions worth of legacy loot each time it comes back. It seems like a smart move. Oh, so like every 4 years basically. That's a lot of teasing in part of the WoW team. Because people they're gonna keep asking about it. So when are you gonna bring it back? And then Blizzard's gonna give some canned answer like, we're really happy with the event. People were engaged and blah 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 blah. No plans to do it right now, but we're definitely open for feedback. So just keep talking and blah blah blah. But then they already have it in their head. Like, we'll do it every this and this and this, and then everything else is lip service. Good luck with the toilet seat. Thank you. My luck sucks. Straight up, man. My luck is just garbage. Next bounty event for 2020 for last time. It could be, you know? We'll see. I legit love the phrase, if we have nothing to announce at this time. Hey, they, you know, that sort of evasive speak. Because we've seen how gamers will hang on to anything. You know, they'll say whatever. And why am I Ellie? I must have been screwing around with something. What's my AoE thing? Earthquake? No, chain lightning. I'll just switch. Orange gods, I preach the grant reason the red toilet. Thank you. I'm probably gonna cut out at the usual time today. Won't do well. Yeah, I'll probably cut out at my normal time. If I stick around too long, privilege is gonna kick in again, and I'm gonna like lose internet access. Okay, why is the one button doing that? Flame tongue. Oh, because I don't even have a good weapon on, or the right weapons on. Here are weapons. So now it'll do stuff. Okay. But I just want to use Crash Lightning. I listened to Melban Pantera. Not, I've heard of them, but I don't listen to them. What do I listen to? WoW music, Taylor Swift, that's about it. You do, yo, I prefer to loot everything I can. I wouldn't be nearly as rich as I am today. No, I'm not saying to not loot anything. So what happens when you use these loot rules is that you loot everything that you can loot, but the epics go straight to your mailbox instead. So I do that typically to save inventory space, not because I'm not looting stuff. Although I am known to skip looting stuff anyway. So it's a pretty strong add-on. This PS is he doing? Pretty smart letting the postmaster clean up behind you. Yeah, it's, I mean, especially with this event, man, them, you know, one run of a raid will take a ton of space. You know, when you're getting like anywhere between 4 and 12 slots lost, that can get rough, man. No, I'm not sure about mounts though. I don't think it's going to, I think it will skip out on the mount. And paranoia demands that I don't just leave it alone. I should loot the mount and use it right away. I feel like I get OCD if I don't loot everything, so I have to detrain myself for this event. No, I feel you. For some people, it's like, nope, can't tolerate it. Can't do it. Can't do it. 5 more anniversary recolor sets to buy, then I'm done with the goblins. Unless I can buy more stuff with them. Nope. Nothing to get. So really, it's just like, you know, since you already have the charger mount, like you just kind of go for those things at the same time, see what you can get. So one of my guildmates is doing Dragon Soul for the first time, it sounds like. And he's doing Spine of Deathwing for the first time. And he's suffering. Man, imagine him trying to do it before the nerfs. Woo, man, that'd be torture. Oh, hey, you're still on stream, yeah. So, I don't know if Guild Chat is telling you what to do, Slick, but the crash course is this. Kill all the tentacles you see, right? And just kind of weave back and forth in the middle of the room, or you can stand on like the little fiery stub that are left behind. When you see those little slime ads, just kill one. You know, dismiss your pet, whatever. It's not a hard fight. Dismiss the pet, and then run that big ad that's beating on you. Run it over those corpses, and then it'll suddenly get big and want to explode. Kill it next to those plates, and it will loosen the plates. So, yeah, it sounds wild. It's a lot of weird movements that you need to do, but once you get used to it, once you can pull off the first time, you know, you'll do your round of bitching, and then it'll be easy afterwards. So. And Infernal, no, that's not it. Nope. Another loser. Out we go. And put that there. Okay. Very lame. Crazy to see this amount of people in the game farming legacy raids. Hey, that's that drop rate is significant, man. It goes to show like what happens when you do alter these drop rates. Like, it's a huge shift in what players are able to pull off. If I were to pick the next remix after Legion, which would I want? I would want to do vanilla, but that's like huge. I would go for Wrath. Yeah, I think Wrath would be it. Wrath would be harder because, well, not harder, but you know, going with Mop was good because of like the amount of outdoor content. Going with Legion would be kind of good because there's a good bit of outdoor content as well there too with the world questing. But I think like Wrath or BC would be like a good choice. I think WoD would be the worst. I think WoD would be terrible for it because there was no outdoor content for it. And this is the remix. They're not going to make new stuff to do. They just modify what existed before, and if there's nothing to modify, then they're kind of boned. Garrison Simulator, yeah. Yeah, there wouldn't be much to do. You inspired me to Mart Farm, and I just got the Onyxian Drake. Nice, good start. Better luck than me, man. Shadowlands got a $163 mounts and more cosmetics than any other expansion. I have a feeling they'll do it at some point. That'd be kind of cool. Multiple multiple covenants at once. Fuck it, just go. At least we get some unused cosmetics from mod. Wouldn't be worth it though. I would just say no, just give us those cosmetics some other way. Don't give me a Warlord's experience. Like, people would be done hella fast. Be worth it for me? No, I'm just saying, like, they should just give the, you know, whatever cosmetics you're talking about, just give it to us some other way. Don't attach a remix to it. It's not like we have to do a remix in order to get things. It can be in the trading post. Hell, we've seen some stuff on the trading post that came from Warlords. I think. I definitely remember, like, a full plate set that was a recolor from Warlords. Mouse is the best structure for remix, and none of the other expansions work nearly as well. Legion's close, so is Shadowlands, oddly enough. I think there's a lot that can work for, yeah, for Shadowlands as you're talking about, because beyond the requirements to unlock everything for the Covenants, what you do with the Covenants, that was kind of cool. There's like quite a bit of questing that you do, and you'll learn a lot about each of the Covenants. It just sucks that there wasn't a whole lot of side questing. That I think is like the shitty part. Armor's damaged. It's gonna stay damaged. My hope is that I never have to like repair it, and I'll just like end up replacing it with something later on. Are there other instants for evokers? Not really. At least not for Og. But I do have AoE stuff. Hey, potion of prolonged power. I always felt mildly guilty for swapping Covenants because the NPCs felt betrayed. I would feel like once the jailer started attacking, that the Covenants would be a little bit more understanding. Should have just made the right choice at the start and just picked the Kyrian. They're the best ones. No contest. I'll spend 800 gold transmog relating, but draw the line at 50 gold to repair. How else do I get the money for transmog? Now, when it comes to repairs, like my my main is a blacksmith, master blacksmith. So I haven't repaired my gear in like a long time now. Like ever since Dragonflight became a thing, I don't repair my gear. Or at least I don't pay to repair my gear. That adds up, man. You know, you used to have a solid wipe night, that's a couple grand. Otherwise. He doesn't give us repairs, that's how all my gear looks like by the end. Hey man, what is it right now? 2 grand, 4 grand? I don't remember. You guys are expensive, man. Remember, you have to give your guild these two. Yeah, those days are over. I don't make that kind of income these days. Not unless the glyph market comes back. Yeah, I remember when we got Kill Jaden, people were like, "Pay up!" I'm like, "Fuck." But I haven't done a bounty in a while, so. Watch on YouTube this whole time not earning channel points. Tisk. Right to the face. Raw. Oh, I got frozen in a very compromising position. That was like a doo-doo position. It ain't 2K, bro. You shot me with a rank reset. I don't know if I can see what the thing is here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see here. I know there's like a minimum, but then like people who are unranked, they don't get any. Well, or like the mysterious people, I don't think they get a repair. Stop rolling alts. Hell, imagine if I turned off repairs for alts. So, yeah, sorry guys, only your progression characters I'll do repairs for. The rest of your dudes, they can get fucked. Yeah, that would suck. Now, what's actually been harmful this particular season is that the guild never got any BOEs. And why aren't you... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm used to getting like some BOEs. Like maybe one. Like one would be fine. That would help a lot. Okay, as I get pushed back, can I breath my way out? Let's see. Oh, okay, so I bypass it. Nice. The power of the flights, baby. My guild will revolt. I'm the master crafter and I make all the things. City Crusher Sabatons. Nope. Slick gave up. Aw, oh, come on, man. You can figure it out. I believe in you. Should DPS better make cauldrons and advances turns? Hey, if that's your ticket. Like for me, I tank. If it wasn't for me main tanking, I wouldn't have a spot. Boop. Alright, I think this is the last 80 that I have. So, moment of truth. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Man, this game's stupid. His name's really dope, but yeah, he's died on Deathwing. I mean, for people who've never done Spine, that's one thing, but I'm sure you can figure it out. If he at least masters like how to not die, then you're fine. Just stand on the little stuffy, and then you're like, okay. So now I got 70s left. How many 70s do I have? Let's see. I heal low. I don't know why. I just seem to be turbo garbage at deeps low. Yeah, that's me too. I'm actually having a decent time as augmentation. Like I don't do well, but I feel better being a shitty support as opposed to a shitty DPS. I just gotta learn how to do it better. But how often am I really gonna be able to play on my ults? Not very often. I used to have this tank that was so adamant in raid that he is main tank as the status in the raid frame. Yeah, I don't quite understand the designations myself. Okay, so who do I got left? Can I just say 70? Okay, so I have 4 70s there. Well, I haven't leveled up, so 2 more fucking... Oh, no, I got paladins on other servers, too. Okay, so that helps a little bit. And then there's like some other 70-somethings or other that I think I saw. Can I say 70 to 80? Is that one? Nope. Wishful thinking there. So there's a Death Knight I have, Death Knight, Demon Hunter. So 4 more characters technically that I can try out. He got replaced so fast. Sucks for them, dude. Sucks for him. Yeah, I'm very politically correct. I'm like, nope, we're both co-tanks. We tank together. I'm such a dork like that, man. Yeah, I guess I'll do the rest of these off stream because I'm hungry. No camps on character select. No, I only have like the favorites, and I don't even do a good job of these. But no, I just have this one set up for like 4 paladins. But then I got more paladins. More and more and more. And then I got like these filthy humes. Oh, and this and then there's a dark iron that I have as well. I guess I'll bring this guy next. Organizing your tunes is a good idea, though. It's a very, very good idea. Like right now, like what I have is just chaos. It's disgusting. It's nasty. I'm sad though. I was hoping to at least get like one thing. The toilet. Come on. I'm just kind of waiting for news if there's anything last second. No, something. Haven't been on this guy in a long time. Main tank status is main. Oh, it is. That's why I don't understand it myself. There was like one time I think where one of the healers in guild was like, "Hey, can you set this person to like main assist, main tank?" I'm like, "Huh?" But it was mostly because of like some add-on that would help them out with that. So let me kind of set this guy up before I head out for the day, because I'll still be doing some farming. I have a camp of 4 druid speedrunners. Surprising people list the new BOEs cheap. Got a full set under 10k on auction house. Really? Yeah, I think people don't know what they're selling here. Let me take a look on my realm at least. Because on my realm, people wised up. They know what's going. Let's see. Stone something. So oh, Earthforge, there you go. All right, so speed. Okay, this is a lot of like... why is it showing up like this? I think it needs to show up like that. No, actually, Earthforge might not be it. I think it was like something else. Not dredgers. Or maybe it was dredgers. Because like those are different, I think. Yeah, it was dredgers. Any luck? Nope. No luck for me. All sadness. Officially ran out of Tempest to keep alts. Ugh, lame, dude. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, where's the speed, man? No one. No one's got it. Or people are buying it all. Could be that too. Oh well. You spent 160k yes on the speed set? Yeah, so I'm sure it just depends on your realm. My realm's just kind of like meh for it. Anyway, time for me to head out. I'm gonna continue my farming and hoping and praying. I'm at 0 mounts so far. Kind of a bummer. But we'll see what happens with these last couple of vaults, and then I'll decide tomorrow like what's gonna be like my next thing to go for, if anything. So off I go. You guys have a great rest of your day. May your loots be merry. May your drops be more than mine. Nothing else. And I'll see you guys for the next thing. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy.